Was good. So I'm having me a cup of coffee, eating me a couple croissant witches. This is the last letter that I got in the mail. This is from the Navajo Public Defender's Office, from the head individual there at the Public Defender's Office, guy named Michael Penrod. This was the last motion. The attorney that I had was fired. So I'm just, I don't know exactly what's going to take place today. This is a copy of, hey, I appreciate it. Much appreciated. I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to take me a couple tokes that I got left, some medicine, some nice purple. But this is what got me nervous for the day. I don't know what's going to take place. Is what it says right here is motion to withdraw as my counsel. The Public Defender's Office has withdrawn their representation. So I'm going in there today blind, without representation. I'm going for manufacturing of a controlled substance as I process and produce concentrate. That is considered a narcotic, and they're considering that no different than making heroin and methamphetamines. Sucks. But you always got to have somebody that takes a fall. Took me a nice hot shower. Super hot shower. Just was soaking in that shit. Herbert Hurts, House of the Healing. Man, it go down today. I'm leaving here in about 45 minutes or so. Got a 4.5 hour drive. I got court at 1:30. So the plea agreement that I had already signed, that they were trying to withdraw, is for 5 years supervised probation, 3 months mandatory jail, and class 3 felony. The original date that this took place on was March 22nd, 2017. Yeah, here's the last time I was at court. 4/5/18 at 1:30. is when my sentencing's supposed to commence. I don't know what is finna happen today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My bad. There were 10 officers on site, 2 of which were plainclothes detectives. I've been saying that there were 11. That's all their witnesses. They're material witnesses if I was to take this to trial. They're all officers. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I got all types of shit here. But ask Cup of Joe. Have me a soda on the ride up. I'm gonna save me one little bowl. I'm gonna try to smoke before I go in, but kind of worried about carrying it with me now because I left my wallet in my stepdad's ride last night, so I ain't got my medical card on me. I ain't got my fucking ID on me. I don't even know how that's gonna work because if I'm supposed to turn myself in, I ain't got no identification proving who I am. This was my Christmas gift. It's a picture of, it's a coffee cup my mom had made. My baby's on it. Had a great conversation with them briefly this morning. Mother of my children. Still don't know what's going on there with me and her. Tell the woman daily that I love her. Keep it 1,000. She is my rock. Hey, can't do nothing without our rocks. Anybody be on that new Plies jam? She is my rock. Hey, that's a motherfucking jam. You had a deep hunger. The past couple days. And I just can't stop eating. Just can't stop eating. Got me some frozen peaches right here. I'm going to take with me. Might, along the drive, they'll probably be thawed out. I'll be able to munch. This sandwich is kind of making me feel like I'm going to get sick now, though. It's one of them, 2 of these Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. Breakfast biscuits. Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean. So, exactly what this says, so I don't even know. My mom works for Arizona Public Defender's Office in Tucson. The attorney was fired on the 18th of March from the defender's office, the guy that's been representing me, supposedly. He was supposed to be representing me this whole time. Oh, shit. So, it says, the Navajo Public Defender's Office hereby requests an order for this court allowing it to withdraw from its representation of the defendant in this case. Upon speaking with Mr. Peart, undersigned counsel has been advised that Mr. Peart believes he was denied effective representation and was forced to take a plea agreement by Richard Parks, who was previous attorney of this case. Thus, undersigned Undersigned counsel requests the new counsel be appointed to Mr. Peart, that this attorney may investigate and litigate any manifest injustice claim which may exist that may allow Mr. Peart to withdraw from his plea, including his claim that he is being denied adequate and effective representation by the Navajo Public Defender's Office. Yeah! Yeah, this is out of the processing shit. That's what it comes down to. All they caught me with originally was on the spot when I got pulled over. All I had on me was 10 grams of concentrate. I had like a QP of some bud in my bag. I'm allowed to have 2.5 pounds of anything here in the state. Says my medical endorsement. They said that my medical card in Navajo County was illegal, was non-legitimate. My concealed permit that I have, it's the same permit that you can get online. You go to the nearest sheriff's department, police station, and pick it up. Same thing I bought my pistols with in the state of Washington from a gun store. They're saying that my guns were not legal. I actually have 4 charges of some other bullshit. But, hey, I can't eat the rest of this. I'm feeling sick. So I'm just going to medicate this little bolioli I got. And, where am I going to set it down at? Where am I going to set it down at? She is my rock. Cheers. It's just a little nug that I was blessed with from the homie. Some straight perp though. go ahead and put this motherfucker out. So, pray for me if you pray. Send out good vibes. Anybody that wants to write to me can write to me at... You can write to me. I will be at... Navajo County Complex, P.O. Box, Navajo County Jail. Sorry. Navajo County Jail, P.O. Box 668, Holbrook, Arizona 86025. Just send it to Jeremy Peart. I am Jeremy Peart. Always will be. Always have, always will be. You know? So, hey, I'll write you back. I will write you back. Cheers. Some alright medicine. That mind change immediately. I love it. I do gotta say that there's one person in this entire world that I would love to be at court with me. And that's the mother of my children. J Scree 420. J Scree Worldwide Stank. What's good with it, man? Yeah. I just got done putting on there. I'll be at what P.O. Box I'll be at. If anybody wants to write me a letter, just have to return, you know. I can write back if I have the information and shit. I ain't able to, you know, memorize too much. I can't even be remembering phone numbers these days. So, you know, cheers. You know what it's like, homie. I'm Jeremy Peart. You know, I keep it 1,000. But yeah, J Scree 420, or it might be underscore 420. I have 2 different accounts on Instagram, so one of them I can't get into at the moment. It's been I don't know, like when I go to sign into one of them, it's like a roll of the dice which one it lets me log into. So cheers. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremy Peart. Got a picture of me and my kids. I appreciate you stopping through. Um, yeah, when I get done with all this, everybody best believe I'm gonna hit up different peoples and shit. Um, is what it is. You know, sometimes we got to go through this shit. Cheers. I'm as humbling as I could possibly be right now. Um, I'm at complete mercy of the situation, as I have been. No telling what's gonna happen. So. Cheers. She is my rock. Could be 90 days from now. I see my sweets. She's getting big. She's 5 months now. She'll be 8 months when I get out, possibly. So I'm probably gonna have a lot of hair. I'm not gonna shave once. I shaved yesterday, so yeah. I'm gonna let that for 90 days. If that's what I gotta do, I'm gonna let the bald head nut go. So doses. Stay up, YouTube. Mad love to everybody. Stank, keep that shit cracking. Like to see what you've done with the channel, man. You've really blown it up, man. A lot of different channels have gone a long ways, you know, and my shit is what it is. I ain't never tried to be all this and that, so I just try to bring that shit correctly and how people really are going through it in the cannabis industry. So out that saying, you know, be careful if you're traveling through AZ, and no matter what, if you have a medical card or not, be careful with the concentrate. No matter if it's in a pen, whatever. I've been seeing shit where they're pulling people over just for vaping while you're driving because they're saying that the cloud smoke is distorting your visual sign and this and that. Blink button smash. Sentencing. Yep, I'm going for sentencing. Sentencing or something. If you've been a follower for a while, yeah, I delete them every once in a while, my posts and that. But yeah, on the 22nd of 2017, I was arrested um, and illegally searched, and then information that they had obtained, they went and seized a storage locker that had my 1 pound extraction machine in it. I had like 7 pounds of concentrate, 8 pounds of concentrate, and like I don't know, like a little over 12 pounds of bud. They said they weigh it in a cardboard box. They weigh everything on a cardboard box. I have all the pictures, all the evidence pictures. They claimed that the reason why right off the bat, they said that I reached for my pistol when I'm sitting like this with my hands crossed, right, on the steering wheel. And yeah, it's all in their disclosure. So I don't know. It might be pulled today. It might not. I might, because I'm going in there blind right now. I don't even have an attorney. The attorney that has been representing me was fired on the 17th or 18th of March. And since then, prior to that, anybody that's been following knows that I've had the viral rash and shit. And I was trying to get a continuance, and the dude never's gotten me my continuances or anything like that, and that's all I was trying to do. I claim misrepresentation because still, no matter what, he hasn't been doing his job. He hasn't been willing to communicate with me or anything on that. It should have been thrown out right off the bat, and that's what it should have been. But in that county, they're claiming that concentrate who records their nugs and bud. They got it all. They used my scales. That's what was the crazy thing about it, is I had a couple scales that were worth in the upwards of one scale that was designed for, my concentrate machine from Sub-Zero. I think it was almost like 12. I think it was like $12.99, $13.99, just for that calculator. You know what I mean? So I had some expensive equipment. Really, when it came down to it, it was all bubble wrapped. It was shrink wrapped, and then in moving blankets, and I had it taped up, and I had it inside of totes. They're claiming that I had that shit put together inside my storage unit, and I was processing in the storage unit. Them motherfuckers put it together. I got pictures of them putting it together. Piece by piece, pulling it out of the totes. How can they claim that I was doing that if they put it together? And then they put it together upside down. If you go to Navajo County, yep. Well, I had a Sub-Zero, that and my Cascade Botanical oven. So you figure my oven was worth about $8,000-9,000, and the system was worth about $13,000-14,000. So that's what the receipt said. That was in the binder that was inside my backpack that they obtained all my stuff with. So I'm just waiting for my little brother to get here now, and then we're gonna head out. I hope I look representable, you know. Well, and then on top of that, they got all my glass, all my paraphernalia. They considered it all paraphernalia. I got like, it was in the upwards of $30,000 worth of glass that was all bubble wrapped, and newspaper wrapped and taped up. So that, because I was transporting it, it was 100% clean. It's like if you buy something brand fucking new, or if you go into a shop and you see the stuff. All my pieces of glass, all my e-nail, everything, I soaked it for days in isopropyl. I had two 7-gallon gas. They're saying that the canine hit on the storage unit, and I don't see how that is possible. Comparing that, I had two 5-gallon gas cans sitting inside there with, it was like, it was 100 plus octane. I was running good. I went past the gas station that had here in Arizona. Before you go up, because you end up going up to like, it's up in the mountains. It's on reservation land, and I've never actually done any pressing videos, homie. I've never done any pressing videos. Everything that I've had and this and that is 100% BHO. 100% BHO. I used 99.99 medical grade Entane that I still have. Only one place that I could purchase the stuff at that I used, and that was at Sub-Zero. I used the same exact product that Sub-Zero used. So I was driving from Washington down to McMinnville, Oregon, to purchase the Entane on a regular basis. So, yeah, any other product that I had tried using, it had different tastes to it and whatnot, and it as sticky as trichomes are and everything, is what it is that we're processing. It comes down to a science, and way more than it's no different than if people that I know that press, it has a certain taste to it that I don't technically, my taste buds don't like. It seems like some damn good product, but on the medicine side, I guess it's solventless, but it has different terpene profiles because of the heat. I believe. My oven, I never ran my oven any higher than 100 degrees. I think 103 is the hottest that I ever turned my oven up to. And I only did that for like a half an hour to an hour. And I was like, nah, I don't like this. I didn't like the feeling of it. I kept my shit at like 93. So when it comes down to meds, I just tried to do them to the best of my abilities. So, mad love, everybody. Keep me in prayer. And don't forget about me.